It was a chilly autumn evening when a passerby heard a faint cry echoing through the narrow, desolate alley. The sound, barely audible, seemed to come from nowhere, but it was enough to draw her attention. As she walked further into the alley, she noticed a bundle wrapped in a tattered blanket, half hidden under an old cardboard box. Heart pounding, she approached cautiously, unsure of what she might find. As she uncovered the blanket, a tiny, crying baby stared back at her, helpless and alone. The woman quickly scooped the child into her arms and rushed to the nearest police station. The baby girl, no older than a few days, was taken into custody and given the name Emma, as no one knew her real identity. For the next few weeks, the baby was the subject of intense media coverage. The story of the abandoned baby found in an alley tugged at the heartstrings of everyone who heard it. Yet, despite the widespread attention, no one came forward to claim her. As the months passed, Emma's future seemed uncertain. Despite the best efforts of the authorities, no leads came up regarding her biological parents. Eventually, Emma was placed into foster care. A loving couple, Sarah and James Monroe, who had been trying to have children of their own for years, were quick to adopt her. Emma grew up in a cozy, suburban home, surrounded by love and warmth. Her adoptive parents were devoted, and she had the kind of childhood many children would dream of. But as she grew older, Emma couldn't shake the nagging feeling that something was missing. She often wondered about her real parents and why they had abandoned her in such a cold, heartless manner. But whenever she asked her parents, they always reassured her that they loved her as their own. It wasn't until Emma turned 30 that her curiosity about her biological parents led her to take action. She decided to embark on a search for her birth parents, wanting to understand where she came from and why she had been left behind. What she didn't know was that this decision would unravel a decades-old mystery that no one, including her adoptive parents, had ever anticipated. Through a private investigator, Emma was able to track down the records of her adoption. She was shocked to discover that her biological mother was someone she had known her entire life. The woman was none other than Sarah Monroe's estranged sister, Lily, who had disappeared under mysterious circumstances years ago. Emma's real mother had been living in the shadows, hiding from the world for reasons that only she knew. As Emma began to piece together the fragments of her past, she discovered the jaw-dropping truth behind her abandonment. Her mother, Lily, had been struggling with a severe addiction problem. At the time of Emma's birth, Lily was living in a toxic relationship and facing financial ruin. In a desperate attempt to save herself from the chaos she had created, Lily had decided to leave her child behind, believing that Emma would be better off in the hands of someone else. But the truth didn't end there. After years of suffering and silence, Lily had found a path to recovery and was now living a quiet but stable life. She had been searching for Emma for years, but fear and shame had kept her from coming forward. Lily's reappearance after all these years sent shockwaves through Emma's life, as she struggled to reconcile the woman she had been told was her aunt with the one who had given her up. Just as Emma began to process the overwhelming truth about her mother's past, another twist emerged. It turned out that Sarah Monroe, Emma's adoptive mother, had known about Lily's secret all along. In fact, it was Sarah who had convinced Lily to give Emma up for adoption to ensure she would have a better life. Sarah had kept this hidden from Emma for years, out of fear that the truth would shatter the perfect life they had built together. The revelation left Emma torn between the love she had for her adoptive parents and the shock of discovering the lies that had been kept from her for 3 decades. As Emma met with her biological mother for the first time, she was forced to confront the emotional complexity of family, love, and forgiveness. The truth about Emma's parents shocked everyone, from her adoptive parents to the community that had followed her story for so long. Emma was left to navigate the complex emotions of reconnecting with her birth mother while still cherishing the life her adoptive parents had given her. In the end, she learned that family is not always defined by blood, but by the love and choices we make, no matter the past.